Test match here is drawn. 261 for 7 England. And England win the series 3-1 with 2 draws. The 2 umpires are being pushed and assaulted out there in that crowd that's rushed on. So, a draw in the final test match of the series, which started with Australia winning at Trent Bridge, then a draw at Lord's, England winning the next 3 at Headingley, Edgbaston and Old Trafford, and now a draw here, 261 for 7 England on the final day. This is how the match unfolded. Really won the toss and put Australia in. They made 352 with Border unbeaten on 106. Quite a consistent scoreline there all the way through, but disappointing in the end because the bottom part of the order wasn't quite able to carry on the things the top half had done. 106 to Border and 54 to Martin Kent, 66 to Wood, 352 all out. England bowling there, Botham 6 for 125 and Willis 4 for 91, the wicket takers. And the 2 teams just farewell at the end of the series. Bob Willis, who had strained stomach muscles towards the end of this match. Congratulations for Dennis Lillee. So in reply to that 352 Australia made, England in their first innings 314 after starting very well with 137 from Boycott, 34 Larkins, 24 Tavare and 53 Gatting. 2 half-centuries to Gatting in this match. And then Alan Knott, 36. What a valuable effort, a valuable job he did in this test match with the bat. 314 there, 38 the lead for Australia. And the bowling figures, Lillee, his best ever, 7 for 89. And Alderman, 3 for 84. So in the first innings of the match, the quicker bowlers, Willis and Botham and Lillee and Alderman, on each side, took all 10 wickets. England captain changed and ready to receive the spoils of the series, and what a good hand he played today. Nice way to go out of Test cricket, if indeed he is going out. You never know in this game these days. He might be back again. Second innings for Australia. 344 for 9, 103 for Wellham, 52 for Marsh, and then 84 for Border, missing out by 16 on a century in each innings of the match. England set, after the closure this morning, 383 to win. And the bowlers yesterday, who were a very tired lot, Botham 4 for 128 and Hendrick 4 for 82. Embry 1 for 76 and Willis, with that stomach injury, none for 41. Just waiting for the festivities to start, or it almost looks as though he's been through them. So England's second innings needing 383 to win. They were 261 for 7 at the close. Bad start, Boycott for naught. Larkins 24, Tavare 8. Gatting 56, Parker 13, Brearley 51, Botham 16, Knott unbeaten on 70, and Embry 5, 261 for 7. And the presentation is ready to start downstairs. Mr. Cecil Burrows, the General Manager of Cornhill Insurance, is just stepping forward.
And now the rest of the Australian party, Graham Wood. Martin Kent. Graham Yallop. Alan Border. Dirk Wellham. Rodney Marsh. Ray Bright. Dennis Lillee. Terry Alderman. Terry? Terry Alderman, ladies and gentlemen. Broke Rodney Hogg's record today. Mike Whitney. Trevor Chappell. Rodney Hogg. Jeff Lawson. Steve Rickson. John Dyson. The cricket manager, Peter Philpott. And their manager, Fred Bennett. And now Mr. Burrows will make the presentation to the England captain, Mike Brearley. Geoffrey Boycott. Wayne Larkins. Chris Tavares. Mike Gatting. Paul Parker. Ian Botham. Alan Knott. John Embry. Bob Willis. Mike Hendrick. And the England physio, Bernie Thomas. Now the presentation to the two umpires, Dickie Bird and Barry Mayer. And for providing surely one of the finest pitches, Mr. Harry Bryn, the head groundsman at the Oval. There are two adjudicators for this match, or the player of the match, the player of the series. Mr. Fred Bennett, one of the adjudicators, will now give his reasons and Mr. Bester's choice for the Cornhill player of the match and will present the player with a medallion and a cheque worth £350. Mr. Fred Bennett.
Mr. Dennis, ladies and gentlemen, Alec Batcher and myself have looked at this match very carefully in an endeavour to select the player that we believe is most deserving of the award, the player of the match. We had to take into consideration the condition of the pitch, the situation as it existed throughout the game, and those players who came under consideration were certainly Alan Border for his two magnificent innings, Dennis Lillee for his two performances on a pitch which really didn't assist him. We also looked at Jeff Boycott for his 100, and also to Dirk Wellham, who scored a century in his first Test match. In the event, our belief is that the award, the player of the match, should go to a very great fast bowler for a very great performance, Dennis Lillee.
Getting a marvellous reception. Hand over to Alan Greta, who was the chairman of the selection here this year. Very progress that he should make this presentation and surely his home at the Oval. Alan Greta.
I'm sure you all agree with me that this has been a wonderful series, the excitement and a lot of marvellous performances. There's been a lot of good bowling performances, batting, not quite so many. Maybe that's due to circumstances, of which some people have control, but I've not. But nevertheless, it has been a wonderful series. And the bowling performances, we've had Terry Alderman, who's had a wonderful first series here. Dennis Lillee, who seems to go on forever, and Bob Willis, of course, and Ian Botham, all wonderful bowling performances. Batting, I venture to say, hasn't been quite so easy during this series, but there have been some good performances and great ones. Alan Border in particular has been mentioned. Jeff Boycott, and a special congratulations to Dirk Wellham for his maiden century. But there's been one figure outstanding on this series, which I don't think you need me to say who, and it's Ian Botham. We name the man.